Hello Scorpio and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have a Scorpio sun sign, Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio ascendant. We're taking a look at your current energy. See how this reading connects with a situation at hand or a situation which has been on your mind. See how this reading connects with that and go through the reading and the guidance to see if you would like to follow the advice given by the cards. See what applies, what doesn't apply, what you would like to take, what you think would be a good suggestion. Think through all of that, and we'll start your reading by taking a look at your past, which is the Queen of Cups. So have any of you, just gone towards, made a trip towards went to a water body in the recent past? Some of you could have, right? Present, you've got the King of Pentacles, and future, you have got the Moon card. So maybe, some of you could have, made a trip to the ocean, a river, a lake, any water body, even, went to a place where there was a fountain, right? Anything connected with water, some of you could have been there. It also talks of a time where you've been, nurturing yourself emotionally, working, just looking after yourself as well as, and, just, connecting with your feelings and emotions, all right? In the present, you have the King of Pentacles, which talks of, having acquired something, having accomplished something, having got something for yourself. And we've got the Moon card, which can also talk of moon phases. So just I will clarify this reading, but speaking very generally, it could talk of closing a cycle, starting a cycle, or some things not being very clear. As it is, the Moon card is a little tricky to read because it is a card of talking of shadows. So let's explore every card to see where your reading is headed. All right, so yes, some of you have been been in a quiet spot, a quiet place where you've been just being by yourself, and you could have also had that experience near a water body, right? Or some of you just been sitting by yourself, examining your emotions, what nurtures you, what doesn't nurture you, and just focusing on all the intuition your inner voice is trying to, intuitive knowledge, intuitive guidance, which is coming up. You want to just take some time off to analyze, examine, and go through all of it. Maybe sometimes we get this this phase where we've been getting, our intuition is really, really very chatty. It wants to talk to us, it wants to tell us so many things. So we kind of just withdraw and just spend our time listening to what our body and our inner voice is trying to tell us. You've got Four of Cups and you've got Four of Wands. All right. So in the past, it has been about, for some of you, there could be an experience or a situation where the home was involved, where the family was involved, where there's a group was involved. All right, and we have got this Four of Cups, which says, all right, so you probably were experiencing some kind of emotional heaviness, but having spent some time by yourself, having spent some time near water, or probably some of you working with water therapy, you landed up feeling very good at the end of it. So in your past, you experienced both. You were having a heavy experience, but you came out of it feeling very happy, and it was a good get together. This is a card of celebration as well. So there was something which was bothering you emotionally, but probably you had a get together which kind of lifted this entire thing. Or you had this time where you were by yourself, things cleared up for you. You went out for a get together, you had a very good time. But in your recent past, you've just come back from a time which was a group energy, coming back feeling very happy with that experience and the time spent with those people, right? So that emotional heaviness just kind of disappeared, it just vanished into thin air. In your present, you've got the Three of Wands. You're waiting for something, a Scorpio, and feeling a little insecure. Will I get it? Will I not get it? That's what I'm getting. And the Wheel of Fortune, and the universe is telling you, yes, your wheel is turning. So you are waiting for something which you want for yourself, which is something, probably you're very secretive about it, Scorpio. No prizes for guessing that, because it's the sign of secrecy. So there is something which is a long cherished secret which you're waiting for it to manifest. And I think the wheel is turning. This is the sign from the universe that yes, whatever you're waiting on is coming about. So don't get insecure, don't give up, don't get pessimistic, keep your secret to yourself, but it is happening. The weight is there, and this, the universe is backing you up and saying that yeah, the wheel is all set to turn in your favor. Hanged man. So yes, some of you could be, this phase of withdrawal which you were experiencing in the past has also led to a new perspective to things. It has led to a new shift in energy. It has given you the opportunity to see things in 180-degree angle, something quite opposite to what you were used to seeing. So that is why I said this moon card is very, very secretive. It talks of, everyone having a different kind of experience, and so this part of the reading cannot be very general. All right, so just see how it applies to you. But all said and done, this, as the wheel starts turning, you will see how things work out. It's all this. Even the Hangman card is about your own inner experience, looking at your world differently, looking at your life in a new perspective, looking at your experiences in a different perspective. We had experiences and you thought it was like this, but here this reading is saying that once this wheel starts turning, that same experience you will be seeing from a completely opposite angle, and the whole thing is going to look so different for you, right? Okay, we've got the devil and the king of swords, and whatever this. So this heaviness is quite connected with the energies of the devil card, something which is heavy, obsessive, something which can really cause you a lot of worry, anxiety, and that kind of stuff. All that is going to get cut through with your new perspective to things. Some of you could also get very obsessive about the way things are turning around, right? And you need to follow a little, not a little, but you need to really be very logical about what you are thinking, what you are feeling, why you are getting obsessed with it, why you are saying, getting so wrapped up in this entire thing. So sometimes, a spiritual awakening can also get very obsessive. Because of this experience, some result has come out, something has come into your awareness which we can get obsessed with also, right? So here you're being guided that though you might experience a little bit of that, but you will also start, the moment you get into that, I think your logical mind will start ticking and you will start wondering, what am I getting so obsessed about? What is it that it's so unhealthy about this way of being? So you can experience both energies, but definitely you will be coming out of this devil energy. For some of you, you could also be seeing how this past was weighing you down, and this new perspective has given you the complete clarity on the situation. All cords to this toxic energy will just get disconnected because of this shift in perspective. So whatever you were dealing with was rather heavy and obsessive for you, very, very dark, I would say, very controlling, very it kept you held in one place. You had no scope to move, and it felt you felt quite trapped in this. But I think now the way the wheel is turning, the whole scenario is shifting. You will see yourself coming out of it, and you will see, and for some of you, you could also see how the situation kept you trapped till the wheel did not move, until you did not get a new perspective on it. So a situation we thought was fine, it was okay, it was working, getting along, but the moment you have this breakthrough, you will realize that you were actually trapped in that. You will realize that you actually held down and held back because of whatever you could see for yourself now, that this situation was actually holding you in place and not letting you grow. You will actually see that the kind of damage probably it must have done at some point in time to you. All those things will get clear, that why was I not moving ahead, why was I not making progress, why was I just so unhappy. So all this realization is coming your way, Scorpio, and that is going to give you the freedom from the situation. Because the moment a situation is over in our life, the universe gives us that information that see, this is what it was doing, but for whatever reason we needed to be with it, that phase is over. That is why you're going to be free of this. But you will realize that it was not that, you will see how it kept you fixed in one place and did not let you grow. So see how this reading is applying to you. You will either get your insight as to how a situation just tied you down to one particular place. For some of you, you will see that a long held wish for you is coming true, and the moment that a shift happens for you and the perspective changes for you, it will all become very, very clear to you. So you are waiting for things to move. All of you, Scorpio, the wheel is turning. All of you, you're getting a new perspective on what was in your past, or your wish coming true. things are shifting for you. You are going to see, what held you back. You are going to see your freedom also, because the King of Swords talks of clarity of thought, right? So this is what is coming about for you in your future. Things are taking a turn, and life is taking a turn. Your whole thought process is taking a turn. It's just going to get very, very clear what you were experiencing, why you were experiencing, and what is coming your way, and where it is going to lead to. What are your obstacles? Yes, it could be a bit of a time to juggle and have a lot of things on hand, because you might be dealing with a lot of things, but it can get a little hectic. Don't get too drawn by what happened in the past. So this is the devil energy, which talks of holding us back, holding us down. So maybe the past events have not been able to let you live in your present. So you are at the physical level in the present, but your entire energy is maybe 10 years back, 5 years back, 3 years back, right? So that is what is causing you that juggling of past and present, past and present. So it would be a good idea, with this new perspective, this new insight, you will get the closure on the past, and then you will not need to balance these two pentacles. You'll have that one thing in your hand. The clarity will come. This is your outcome card, right? So a big something regarding your past is getting over, because now the universe is presenting the entire past in a new picture, in a new light, in a new perspective. Whether you spent time near a water body, or whether you have been dealing with it on yourself, but in the past you've come to some kind of happiness. That's what you're coming from. You're waiting for things to get better, and the universe through this wheel of fortune is telling you that things are turning. This sadness, this heaviness, you're going to get a new perspective on what happened, how it played out, how it impacted you. You will no longer be juggling between your past and present, the heavy past and your present, and you will get your freedom and clarity from whatever you were experiencing. It's like having be riding on two boats, right? That's what the Two of Pentacles is. Now what is coming up is, with this change you're going to experience in perspective, that realization, that is going to free you from your past. It's going to free you from your past, the whole, and then you will start seeing the experience in a better light, for whatever it is and whatever happened, right? What is your guidance? Listening with your heart. Yes, big focus on examining your feelings, right? Because that is what you have been doing. So now just listen to what your heart wants to tell you, what your intuition wants to tell you about this. Go with that, not by this devil energy, which keeps you which can keep anyone a little tied down, that no, it was like this, that is how it played out. Listen to what your intuition tells you. Listen to what your heart tells you. You need to open to love. You need to get out from this don't let this devil energy get a very strong grip on you, Scorpio. It has the ability very easily to drag us down. All right, so whenever you feel that you seem to get caught in that thing of ego, the ego thoughts, which are obsessive, which are pulling you down, which are more focused on our own security and well-being, right? Do gently put them to the side and just tune into what your heart actually says, and it would be a good idea to follow that, because it's time to break out of this pattern. The energies are such which are helping you get out of this past of heaviness. So if we keep listening to what the ego is telling us, and telling us that you must keep control on the situation, you should not give it up, you should just be with it till it is all fair and square, and looking after yourself, which is the Four of Pentacles, also similar energy. But the universe is telling you that listen to your intuition. It is also going to give you resolution, but through harmony, through peace, through a better angle, a better perspective. We can win, but at the end of it, nobody wins a war. There are no, everyone is a loser as far as when these kind of things happen. So listen to what your heart is going to tell you. Follow that guidance, follow the guidance of your heart and not your head. And trust me, when the heart talks to you, it'll fit in your thought process as well. I think that's why you've got the King of Swords. Yeah. Yes, that's why you've got this King of Swords. When you listen to your heart, it's going to be a win-win situation for the heart and the head. When you only listen to the head, it is not a win-win situation for the heart and head. we compromise, we just shut down our heart because we're so focused on getting, that putting our plan into action. So it would be a good idea to listen to your heart and not your head, because the head is going to always make sure that, it comes out the winner. Whereas, like in life, there are no winners and losers, right? So do focus more on what your heart is trying to tell you. Be a lot more, it's a good idea to be a little more, generous to faults and forgive and just to move on and things like that, right? Because you need to make this, there are new beginnings coming for you, Scorpio, and that is why this reading is telling you to listen to your heart, listen to, healing, listen to softness, listen to letting things go, because you are on a new journey. Don't hold on to the past. It's over. The only thing you can hold on to is the energy, and that won't serve you very well, in the new chapter, in the new phase, or in the next innings, right? That is not going to, work very well for anybody. So here are the strong guidance and messages to, release the past. Don't spiral down into that perspective. Things are shifting for you, and as they shift you, listen to the guidance from your heart. You will be in that flow, and you will, like kind of just flow into that new aspect of yourself and your life. So that was your reading, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.